those are too cute for me.
Yeah, you're right. You ugly as fuck.
Yeah, just because you got 10 bodies doesn't make you a 10.
Just because you're a virgin doesn't. How many followers do you have?
Someone who doesn't know how to skip a meal.
Okay. It's funny to you, huh? I'm passing the phone to someone who got 2 different baby daddies and don't know where they're.
No, they can't do that.
They're nowhere to be.
You know, there's something to be said about what we preach here on this channel, what you preach if you're a part of the community. Going out and talking to strangers, subjecting yourself to that. The rejection from strangers. Why would anybody in the world do that? When you don't have to, right? You can sit at your home and do online conversations and dating. I think there's something beautiful to be said about the art form of putting yourself on the line. The amount of courage and determination it takes to walk up to a stranger and interact with them, even though you have no idea about who they may be and if they may like you or reject you, but you put yourself out there. It is an age-old tradition that all men respect. In fact, there's been many millionaires and billionaires, yes, you heard me right, billionaires that have partaken in the art form of cold approaching strangers and getting to know them and introducing themselves. I know several that have publicly traded companies on NASDAQ. So it's not that somebody has a certain abundance of money and then they no longer meet strangers or approach strangers. They still do it even if they have an abundance of money and opportunity. Why is that? Why is it so respected amongst men and individuals of high status and high value? It's respected, I believe, because it fortifies one's soul. It gives you fortitude within yourself, the ability to stand up to any objection that might be out there, any external resistance, and the mental capacity and willpower to push through it. That trait is something that you will take with you beyond any single interaction that you have. I have a buddy of mine who's now doing a 5-day water fast, and I know he can do it, and he knows he can do it. Why? Because he's had challenging social situations before in the past, in terms of being strangers, and he's developed himself through that. He stuck with it, and he persevered through. And once you have that trait of perseverance, it is something that goes with you for the rest of your life that you never lose. And unfortunately, women don't get the opportunity to have it socially. It's a real shame. They don't get to experience that until, you know, when they become in their mid to late 30s and their social dynamics with strangers change and the people don't react the same way to them anymore, and they realize that it was all mostly based on their beauty. The initial interactions of opening doors or free gifts or skipping lines or, you know, other social advantages. And then when that reality comes, it's a rude awakening and it's very long overdue, and they have no fortitude or ability to deal with it. And it's just not the same. It's a rude awakening, to say the least. And you're very lucky to be in the opportunity where you can work on social skills and have that be something within yourself that you take with you forever, anywhere you go. No one can take that fortitude, that resilience, that willpower away from you.
Say that again.
She's hotter than you. And he's hotter than me. It's not an issue.
No, but I actually
I'm a fucking realist.
You're meant to think I'm the hottest person on earth.
Now, I don't know this creator and I don't want to offend her, but this is settling. And in this case, it's going to be extremely hard to say something back because you're being gaslit in a very smart way. So you want to be lied to, so you cannot take the truth. And I have told you before, the thing about brutally honest people, they're going to be your biggest bully. They're going to hate on you, but they're going to cover it with brutal honesty. That's one thing. Another thing is, let's talk about a man in love. When he is really in love, there is no such thing as objective thinking of you, especially your appearance.
That's not true. Objective thinking is reality and emotions are not reality. Okay, there's a difference. Like, we call it emotional reasoning. Because I feel some way, it must be the true. I feel this way, so it must be true. That's actually a very dangerous thing, because somebody could be mad at you emotionally because they feel like they should be. However, you've done absolutely nothing wrong. You've been a complete champion and a complete, absolutely outstanding gentleman, and they can still be offended by the way you looked at them or something you didn't say or something you did say. We can't live in a world where people are just objectively angry because of emotional realities. Now, got that out of our system. When it comes to people or having a partner, you can think that your partner is a 10 to you. It doesn't mean that they are everybody's 10, okay? There's a personal 10 and there's an objective 10. The objective 10 is like the Victoria's Secret model or the person that's on a magazine cover, right? Usually that's the objective 10. Internationally, anywhere you go in the world, everybody from any background, there's things they look for: height, weight ratios, looks, features, etc. Then there's somebody who's your personal 10, just upstanding, like just incredible. Just, you love their personality, you love the way they look. Something about them just tickles your inside and gives you butterflies in your stomach. You're allowed to have that. It's absolutely fine. You should have that. But there is a difference